The Silent Room. There was a room on the third floor of the old Harrington Hotel that no one dared to enter. Room 306, they called it, though it bore no number on its door, as if the hotel itself wished to forget its existence. For decades it was sealed off, a whispering secret concealed within the shadowy corridors of the aged building. Tales of its haunting spread among the staff, nurturing a chilling legend. They claimed it was cursed, haunted by the restless ghost of a young woman who perished there under mysterious circumstances, with sorrow and vengeance bound to her lingering spirit. For Eric, a travel journalist with a penchant for the unexplained and eerie, such legends were the lifeblood of his stories. He arrived at the Harrington Hotel one stormy evening, the rain cascading down like spectral tears. Despite the weather's gloom, Eric's resolve was undeterred as he checked into a regular room, his mind already racing with questions to unravel the secrets hidden here. With a notebook in hand and a recorder in his pocket, Eric discreetly asked the staff about the infamous room 306. Most responded with dismissive shrugs, their eyes clouded with unease, but one, an older maid, paused in her duties to whisper a cryptic warning. "Stay away from it. People who go in there don't come out the same, if they come out at all." Refusing to be dissuaded, Eric pursued a different approach as night fell over the hotel. He slipped a few bills to the night receptionist, who hesitated, caught in a moral quandary. Eventually, the allure of the cash won over caution. The receptionist slid a tarnished brass key across the counter. "Don't say I didn't warn you," he muttered with a furtive glance before retreating into the shadows. With the key clutched tight, Eric ascended to the third floor. The corridor stretched before him, eerily silent save for the soft hum of the hotel's aged air system, barely audible. Flickering sconces cast unsettling shadows upon the walls that seemed to dance and writhe. At the corridor's end, the door to room 306 awaited, the wood swollen with age, the knob cold and uninviting. An intuition pricked at his senses, an insistence that he should turn back, but an insatiable curiosity propelled him forward. The lock surrendered with a cold click, allowing the door to swing open. Eric stepped inside, the air thick with an unsettling stillness. The room was unremarkable, a single bed draped in faded linens, a wooden dresser, and a dusty mirror hanging like an eye on the wall. It was not the appearance but the atmosphere, an oppressive cloak of silence that wrapped around him. He set up his camera, his heart quickening with each beat. The silence pressed in, an unnatural void where even the omnipresent patter of rain was absent. At the window, he drew back the curtain expecting a view, yet only an endless, consuming darkness stared back. A sudden knock echoed through the room, cutting the silence like a dagger and making Eric jump. Heart pounding, he spun, eyes scanning for whoever, or whatever, might have intruded upon his solitude. "Hello?" His voice trembled in the stillness. No reply came. With trepidation, he approached the door, opening it to find the hallway empty. Confusion mingled with dread as he closed and locked it. Turning back, he froze. The chair by the dresser was no longer vacant. A woman sat there, her presence ghostly, her white dress ethereal against the dim room, dark hair cascading to veil her face. "Who are you?" he demanded, his voice breaking the oppressive silence with a note of fear. The figure remained motionless, a chilling stillness more unnerving than any movement. With determination rooted in the search for truth, he stepped forward. "I said, who?" Her head snapped up with an inhuman quickness. Eric staggered back, revulsion mixed with terror. Her face, a monstrous, distorted visage, eyes like black voids, her mouth a ghastly open wound curved into a smile, fixed upon him. She moved, her motions unnatural towards him. Panic overtook reason as Eric lunged for the door, fingers struggling against the lock. When it finally gave way, he fled into the corridor, every nerve ablaze with the instinct to escape. Down the stairs he bolted, each step echoing his fear, until he burst into the lobby. The receptionist glanced up, startled by Eric's arrival. "What's wrong?" "Room 306, he gasped. "There's someone in there." The receptionist blanched, eyes wide with disbelief. "Impossible," he uttered. "We don't rent out room 306, haven't for years." "But you gave me the key." The receptionist reached beneath the counter for the ledger, flipping it open. "No, I didn't," he said, pointing to Eric's entry. "Look, you're in room 204. That's the only key I issued." Eric's world spun as he fumbled for the key. The tarnished brass was gone. replaced by a mundane one marked 204, only to confront a terrifying presence that blurs the line between reality and the supernatural. "No," he whispered, horror clutching at his heart. "I was in 306. I saw her." The receptionist's tone softened, eyes tinged with pity. 306 doesn't exist anymore, he stated. "We sealed it off after a fire gutted it 30 years ago. No one's been in there since." Eric turned, seeking the stairwell through which he had fled. At its top, through a shroud of doubt and disbelief, he glimpsed her again, the spectral woman draped in sinister white, obscured by darkness. She stood motionless, yet the chill of her smile seared into his soul. As quickly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving only the echo of her haunting presence behind. Eric stood rooted, a traveler lost in the web of mystery and fear spun by the silent room, his mind unsettled as he pondered the boundaries between reality and the spectral unknown.